Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of the Last Dance Baseball Tournament is being brought to you by Sterling National Bank. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Jackson Memorial is being brought to you by Loro Chiropractic Center. A short ride across town for New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, who was on hand for the Last Dance World Series Championship. From 222 teams, we're down to Cranford and Jackson Memorial battling for the title. Murphy gave Jackson Memorial catcher Tom Kartnick some early work. He's able to block the low pitch. The Bluebirds were out there. Texas Rangers third baseman Todd Frazier with a message to both teams to start off the night at Arm & Hammer Park in Trenton. The Cougars have been an absolute juggernaut in this tournament. The trend continues in the top of the first. The first four Cranford hitters get on base. Aiden Blake with a base hit to right plates the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Cougars. They're just getting started. The hits kept on coming. Luca Lamera singles to center. It's now 2-0 Cranford. Jackson already has to go to the bullpen in the top of the first. The hot hitting continued for Joe Miola. After a 5-ribby game versus Bergen Catholic in the North title game, he's got 2 more RBIs. Cranford with a 4-0 lead. The Jags stopped the bleeding thanks to Bill Petrina, who makes the catch in right and throws a dart to Carmine Patosa for a 9-3 double play. But Cranford did their damage with a 4 spot to start. In the third, Jackson once again stepping up with some tremendous defense. Ryan Lasko has been incredible to watch in this Last Dance. Here the Jag center fielder dives to make the catch, nearly throws out the runner. A sac fly makes it 5-0. Will Gallagher threw a gem to beat Don Bosco on the mound. In the championship, he delivers with his bat. That's a fair ball inside the third base line. Another run is in. It's now 6-0. A bases loaded walk makes it 7-zip. Then Ryan Jarrows clears the bases. Paul, there have been so many great stories in this Last Dance tournament. The emergence of this freshman is one of them. Ryan Jarrows is about to become a fixture in New Jersey high school baseball. In all, Cranford scores 8 runs in the third to take a commanding 12-0 lead. Cranford scored 32 runs in its last 3 games, but don't forget about their pitching and defense. Joe Correa was outstanding on the hill. Here he induces a 6-4-3 double play. Will Gallagher, Rob Salvatore, and Correa don't have 95-mile-per-hour fastballs, but they know how to pitch in a big spot. Every player in this Cranford lineup shined. How about one more web gem in this Last Dance tourney? Jake DeClerico over the shoulder! Oh man, that was awesome. What a grab to close out the 4th inning. We have to take another look. This Cougars team barnstormed the state from Union County to visit Yogi Berra Stadium, Skylands Park, TD Bank Park in Somerset, and now Arm & Hammer in Trenton. Jackson Memorial had an incredible run in this tournament. They had one last highlight in the 5th. Matt Feld was able to spoil the shutout driving in 2 here, but Cranford left absolutely no doubt who the top team in New Jersey is in the summer of 2020. Correa able to close out the title with the strikeout to end it. There were 222 teams, and it's Cougar Town leaving no doubt who is tops in the Garden State. 12-2 is your final in 5 innings. Congratulations to Cranford. JSE's post-game coverage begins with Neri Rodriguez, who talks with the head coach, Dennis McCaffrey. Jersey Sports Zone's MVP interview is brought to you by RWJ Barnabas Health, the title sponsor of the Last Dance World Series.
All right, I'm here with Cranford head coach Dennis McCaffrey. Coach, tell me, how does it feel to be Last Dance World Series champs?
It's very, very good feeling. It really is. It's a credit to the kids, to the community. The kids played hard. We played a good game tonight, and we played a very good Jackson team, and we're fortunate tonight to be able to get the win.
Your last 4 games, 42 runs. What could you say about the offense from this Cougars team?
Yeah, well, we have a lineup that can hit 1 through 9, and we were fortunate enough tonight to put some good swings on the ball, and we were fortunate to come away with the win tonight.
Definitely a year to remember. Global pandemic, all this stuff going on. What are you going to remember most about this entire experience?
How it brought the town together, and how it brought a bunch of kids the opportunity to play baseball. It was a wonderful idea, and 3 people, John Kroger, Brian Chapman, Mike Murray, put it together, and then it was an opportunity for some people to be able to come to a ballpark, get their mind off some things that may have been a difficult time, in the spring and now what we're dealing with. But again, it was just we were fortunate enough tonight to get the win.
Coach McCaffrey, thank you so much. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Neri. We're here with Aiden Plick, Cranford first baseman. After an incredible run, you guys are the champions. Aiden, you're one of the seniors on this team, one of the leaders. What does this moment feel like?
I mean, it's amazing. We've been playing with the same guys for so long. Most of these guys I've been playing with since I was 8 years old or even younger. And just to be able to win with this group of guys, it means so much more. Obviously, a state championship, no matter who you're with, it's going to be great. But, like, these are my closest friends. It's not just teammates, and they're family at this point. So it's unbelievable.
Does this feel like a state championship, or does this feel like more than a state championship? Because you guys beat teams you would never see.
I mean, it definitely feels like more of a state championship because throughout you hear the things like, oh, you're the last Group 3 team left, you're the last Union County team left, and we're thinking about the things we could have won along the way. And just to have to go up against, I mean, our last 3 games are 3 powerhouse teams. We knew that going in. And just not to let that get to us, to play our game and to handle them very well, I would say. It's amazing.
Aiden Plick, the Cranford first baseman, fresh off winning the Last Dance World Series championship.
Boy, it's great to have the entire Jersey Sports Zone team at a big game. Mike Frankel joined by me, Rich Chrampanis. And Mike, the number 13 seed Cranford Cougars, this was supposed to be maybe a Cinderella run, but when you win 12-0, 10-0, and 12-2, this isn't a Cinderella team. This is, without doubt, the best team in New Jersey.
Absolutely, Rich. Nothing better in a tournament like this than getting hot at the right time. That's what Cranford did. This is a team that we didn't talk a whole lot about before the tournament started. That's our mistake because this is almost a team of destiny. They went up against some of the best teams in the entire state multiple times this week, dominated each one. Well-deserved. Cranford Cougars coming out on top.
I think the only thing we can think right now is a little bit of melancholy because it's over. We had such an amazing 3 weeks, crisscrossing the entire state. This format was even better than I thought it was going to be. It really had an NCAA tournament vibe, and you had some incredible stories, incredible games, and I think we really found out who the best team in New Jersey was.
Absolutely. It's a situation, obviously, that none of us have ever been in before. The entire state high school baseball community, quite frankly, was reeling with the loss of the tournament. The organizers of the Last Dance tournament, they stepped up to the plate, no pun intended. A lot of us didn't know how this was going to go, but I think when the dust has settled here, a great success. So many teams from so many different parts of the state, over 200 north, south, matchups you'd never see during the regular season. It was a lot of fun, and at the end of the day, it created memories for these kids, memories for these coaches, and I think memories for these fans, some of these parents that they're really going to remember the rest of their lives.
What a Last Dance it was. Coming up this weekend, Mike is going to give his thoughts on the entire Last Dance tournament. Make sure you check that out. For Mike Frankel, Neri Rodriguez, and Jay Cook, I'm Rich Chrampanis. Is Cranford the best baseball town in New Jersey in the summer of 2020? The answer, a resounding yes.
You guys deserve this because you're the hardest working team in the state of New Jersey, and that's why you're the best team in the state.